get the party started. And welcome to tonight's call, guys. I appreciate you being on tonight's call. The reason for this call, and as most of you guys know, for being on here is that, well, I think lots and lots of you are either in, a lot of you guys are either in the fitness profession, you're a fitness pro, maybe you're a personal trainer, hold tight. Maybe you could help me with this. That would be awesome. All right, so either you are a fitness pro, you're a personal trainer, you're a gym owner, maybe you're a Group X instructor, one of those things. I've been all of those things in my lifetime. Guys, my name's Jenny Lynn Travis. I have been promoting the challenge for the last 6.5 years. But let me give you a quick backstory on myself. Prior to Visalis, I was, well, starting back at 18 years old, I was a group exercise instructor. I did that for about a decade. I was also became a personal trainer, did that for about 20 years. I was a professional physique athlete for many, many years. And actually had a very successful career. I won 12 IFBB Pro figure titles. I won the Figure Olympia twice. I won the Arnold Classic Figure International 3 times. I had a very successful career. Unfortunately, there's not a great deal of income to be had in this world, and I'm guessing a handful of you folks on this line might know a little bit about that. I know Miss Monica Brandt does, but you know, there was, and I was a little bit unfulfilled. And in the world of a fitness competitor, it's kind of this lonely, isolated world, right? So it's gym, grocery store, home. Gym, grocery store, home. I lived in this little triangle, and I didn't really have any, you know, social life. I didn't really have any friends. You know, might have looked good in a bathing suit, but it wasn't terribly fulfilled. And retired from all of that at the end of 2009, and very fortunately was introduced to this fabulous company. The first thing I did was
baby alpaca.
I'm listening to something.
So the first thing I did, guys, was I put my family on the challenge. And in the first about 6 months, my mom lost 65 pounds. My dad lost 45 pounds. My younger brother lost 55 pounds, and my sister-in-law lost 65 pounds. Mind blown, you know, so thrilled to be able to help my family for the first time ever. And yeah, it's been #1 biggest blessing ever. Quick story, Miss Monica Brandt. Monica is one of the most decorated figure competitors on the planet. She's been on probably more magazine covers than probably than anybody else in the world. She's one of my very dear friends. She's the presidential director of Visalis. Mel, without getting too deep, just your real quick bio on what you did prior to Vi.
Oh, goodness. Prior to Vi, well, let's see. 23 years fitness and figure professional, 3 world champion titles in those categories. Ran sprints with the USATF Masters, so athlete my entire career, and under probably four supplement companies through about 20 years of my career. So unfortunately, the industry just doesn't allow for some of those kind of contracts anymore, and it's changed dramatically. But I needed something that I could utilize for clientele to help more people get healthy. So when Jenny approached me with Visalis in the beginning in 2010, I was still under a contract with one of those supplement companies, and I couldn't jeopardize my contract. So I didn't feel like I could, and I really didn't understand what Vi was really about. But fast forward to 2013, I was a free agent, and I kept hearing about Vi, so I had to at least reach out to Jenny again and find out, you know, a little bit more about this company and what it entailed. And definitely was looking for something that gave me residual income and that I could continue with the lifestyle that I chose. I've done personal training, but I couldn't see myself being in a gym 24/7 or, you know, 15 hours of a day anyways, you know, training people. As much as I love to help people, I didn't want to be stuck in one location. I felt like, you know, I still want to be able to move about the country and help people in the way that I've always done. So, and be athletic at the same time and have my own competition. So I thankfully looked into Vi and realized, you know, that the opportunity was here where I could utilize the company to reach more people, have a vehicle to reach more people. One of the coolest things is that I can now be at a nail salon or a grocery store, and if I have somebody that will never want to get on stage, I have a platform to be able to use to, help them. And I didn't have to tell them, my price to train is $500 a month. So that's been pretty neat. It's changed my family's life. My brother and his wife and children all started using the products and getting on the challenges. The first year, my brother and his wife and 2 kids lost a little over 100 pounds between the 4 of them. And the next year, my brother was able to put on 10 pounds of muscle, and somebody's knocking at my door. I don't expect anybody, so sorry about the dogs barking. But see, this is how we are. We're getting to be at home, and we get to enjoy being at home and helping people while we're home still. So it's changed my family's life. My brother and I now compete in Spartan races together, and my nephew's still rocking his lost weight. He's autistic. So it's been a really good fit for my family. My sister-in-law in her 50s decided she was going to start working out now that she's been eating healthier, and she's been putting on some muscle herself. So, it's awesome to be able to change your family's lifestyle. And this is a lifestyle change. This isn't just, a quick fix diet. So that's what I love about it. I've always said to clientele that anything that I suggest you do is going to be something that you can do for the rest of your life. And that's what VI is. It's a lifestyle change. And I've got crying dogs here now, sorry.
That's all right. Just mute your line, Mo. Guys, I'm going to bring on one of my dear friends that I've had a chance to meet here. He's been with Vi now for the last 4 years. A superstar in his own right, Mr. Ernest Ross. Do I have you on the line as well?
You got me on the line. Thank you so much, Jenny, for having me tonight. And first off, I want to say appreciate, all you guys, all you fitness professionals out there. I don't know who got the music in the back, but that's nice. But
make sure that you had your own vibe going on.
Yeah, well, I don't have music in my background, but appreciate all you fitness professionals for jumping on the line with us tonight, taking some time out. I know how it is, and I want to talk to you guys from, the standpoint of how I was when I was introduced to this. I was one of those fitness professionals, guys. I was doing really, really well financially. There is a ton of income to be made in personal training. I know that everybody on this line makes great income. The only problem with making great income in personal training is you spend all your time making it. That's the biggest problem with making income in personal training. And I was making about $10,000 a month. I own my own gym. So I don't know if you guys have taken the step to actually open your own facility, but I actually own my own brick and mortar business, and I was doing well. And my client introduced me to this program, and I was the guy who had vowed to myself. I had vowed to myself to never, ever, ever do network marketing. Not that I thought it was a pyramid or a scam or, those kind of things. I just didn't want to put my time into one of these types of vehicles because I knew what I was going to do to be successful. And whenever I talk to a personal trainer or a fitness professional, I always talk to them from that standpoint because I was busy being busy. And I wasn't going to put somebody else's baby in front of my baby to grow their business. So that was the mindset that I had. And so I finally got my client introduced me to it. Somebody who pays me money to train with me. He introduced me to the program. And I was so skeptical, guys. And I'm not telling you guys to do this, but you know what? One of the reasons that I've been successful is I tell exactly what it is. I told them, I said, give me a bag for free. Right? Sometimes people say, don't say that, Ernest, but you know what? That's how skeptical I was. And I want to make sure that you as a fitness professional, you're watching this whole thing right now and you're skeptical. Well, guess what? So was I. And you know what? They gave me the bag. And you know what? I tried it out on one of my clients. And let's talk as fitness professionals real quick. If somebody replaces a meal, right? If somebody replaces a meal with a protein shake, right? They're going to lose weight. Sarah Bandy, can you mute your line out? Sarah Bandy. Thanks, love. It's all good. And I'm going to say this real quick. Anybody else, if you're on the line right now and you're not a speaker tonight, go ahead and look at your screen and just make sure it's muted. That'll save us some time and make sure that we're able to give you guys a great presentation tonight to know exactly what we're doing. Thanks so much for that. And so I told them to give me a bag for free because I'm not an idiot. If I was going to put my clients on it, I knew that they were going to make some type of income off of me, but I didn't want to make anybody rich. So they gave me a bag. I tried it out on one of my clients. She lost 5 pounds in a week and a half. Let's be honest. If somebody replaces a meal with a protein shake instead of eating a McGriddle for breakfast, they're going to lose weight. You know what? My client lost 5 pounds. I signed up, guys, and it's been life-changing. You know, and what we wanted to do opening this call up tonight, we wanted to open the call up and talk about all the objections why you as a personal trainer, fitness instructor would be like, no, this isn't for me. Well, I've heard everything. You know, I'm too busy. Well, guess what? Your clients are going to go buy protein bars, energy drinks from somewhere. Why can't they buy them from you? This is the same thing as if me saying, if you sell T-shirts at your gym with your logo on them, would you send them to my gym to buy T-shirts? Or would you sell them your T-shirts? I know you wouldn't send them to me to buy T-shirts. You sell them your T-shirt. Well, guess what, guys? That's exactly what this is. So instead of sending them to someone else to buy T-shirts or protein bars, you let them purchase it from you. That's for the busy person. This isn't going to take over your business. This is an attachment to your business, right? You can make as much income or as little income as you want, $500 or $1,000. So I think Jenny may have a couple of, and Monica may have a couple of objections, you know, that they've heard as well. But one of my biggest objections is, you know, I don't know if I have time. Well, your clients are going to eat anyway, so why not put them on the product? Back over to you, Monica.
Well, I'll take it from here. So yeah, Ernest, like you were saying, to your point, when I was sending my clients, I give them a laundry list, right? So those of you that are trainers, you probably relate to this. I was like, here's 10 proteins, here's 10 multivitamins, here's 10 antioxidants. It didn't matter to me which one they chose. I just sent them to, you know, GNC or Muscle Tech or bodybuilding.com or wherever to get this list of proteins, something, and then report back your money. I'm going to train you. The first thing, I didn't understand all the ways that we get compensated through Vi. I only understood one. I understood that I was sending people to somewhere else to get their supplements, and then they were reporting back here Monday, and I wasn't earning a dime on that. That was the only way I really understood. And I thought, man, I really understand the rest of how this whole thing works, but I do understand that I'm not making any money on my recommendations of the food that these people are eating, right? So once I wrapped my head around that, and I was like, heck, I can make, you know, 25, 30% on what I'm recommending now. That in and of itself was a win-win. Very fortunately, our compensation plan is amazing. We pay 50 cents on the dollar, but I didn't understand. I couldn't wrap my head around that at the time. So that's probably number one. And then, you know, secondly, that obviously, you know, 80% of people achieving the results that they want. You guys, those of you that are fitness professionals online, you know this, right? I knew this. And I knew that I was kicking some people's hiney all day, every day. But if they weren't getting the results that they wanted, it wasn't my work. It was what they were putting in their mouth, right? So that's anytime I talk to a gym owner or a trainer or a fitness professional, 80%, as you guys know, is what they're putting in their mouth. And we're just happen to be the nutrition piece of the puzzle. It's turnkey, it's simple. And I will say this, kind of to your point, Ernest, when I was first introduced to Vi, and I looked at the science of the products, my knee-jerk reaction was, oh my gosh, it's one of those things. And I would imagine there's a handful of you on the line. I know we're maxed out at 100 people now, and that means there's a whole bunch of other people that want to hear this content. So I'm glad we have it recorded. But I didn't know anything about network marketing. Nobody actually ever approached me previously about network marketing, probably because I was probably because I was a sponsored athlete, so it was never really an opportunity. But when I was introduced to this, I thought, oh my gosh, one of those things. And you know, that's just kind of a stigma that we have, that our society has. And once I was introduced really to network marketing, the number one entire industry in the world, I was mind blown by the way that we can change people's lives. So, Monica, I know you know a little bit about this. I'm gonna kick it over to you for some tips on that.
Well, likewise, you know, when I, as a sponsored athlete, I never was able to generate more income than what I was, you know, contracted to earn. And it didn't matter how many people I got on the products, how many people across the country, across the globe. The last company I was with, I was over in Australia promoting the product, and had thousands of people over there. And the company before that, the owner actually came to me and said, we put you on our female product that they were a new protein that they were distributing for female based, and they put an ad in the news in the magazine with me, and the owner came to me and said, "We're so glad we did that. Our sales went up 120%. Did I see anything of that? No." and still to this day, I have people that message me saying, "I still have your picture up. It's still in the the stores," and I don't see anything from that. So as a sponsored athlete, and I know that's kind of a big deal nowadays, like everyone wants to be a sponsored athlete, but what I understand, it's just all product sponsor. There's no sponsors out there paying like they used to pay, and I did have some pretty decent contracts over the years that sustained me, where I didn't have to be a 24-hour personal trainer, and I was making guest appearances around the world. But those days are really different now. For the industry's changed so much, and the sponsors, they don't pay like that anymore. And they have a lot of hundreds and thousands of men and women who will work for free just to say they're sponsored on social media. So, and get maybe some product that they don't even really like, but they just want to say they're sponsored. So, I like to talk to those kind of people, because we can get free product. We can get up to $500 free product and get paid on it, and get paid. So I posted a picture of the NutriBar I was eating today, driving the little BMW, and I'm like, "Oh, look at this NutriBar is paying for this BMW." Like, that's mind-blowing. That's crazy. And I've never been all about money. I mean, if I was a gold digger, I could have found a couple millionaires out in LA when I was living out there for 10 years to marry. But, I really am about just helping people, and all of the things that I've done in my whole career is, yes, I'm an athlete, and I love to be competitive against myself and to always better myself. I'm always looking to learn more and do more, push myself to the next level. But I like to have I like to give other people that same opportunity. And so, this has been a really neat fit because of our Project 10 challenge, and because of the 90-day challenge, where people can fit in with any of their own goals. Some people just have a goal of getting to exercise 3 days a week, not, who cares about trying to get on a stage or be competitive in a race or anything like that, but just to get up and get off the couch and go exercise. So it's fun when you can give somebody that kind of platform to utilize and put them in to all of our community-based, Facebook pages, and how everyone is, the family aspect of what we've got is unbelievable. I never dreamed that we would have that kind of family community in the company, and it's so fun to be a part of, and to share with so many different people that are, I get to use the transformations in our whole 5 family for my challengers to give them inspiration, and that's pretty cool. We really are a generous community, and that's hard to share with people until they get in it and they give it a chance to see what it's all about. And I have to tell you, when you first brought this up to me, I did not have any experience in network marketing, and I still don't know that I do. I don't feel like I'm a network marketer, because everything that I do is about sharing, and I've always been that way. I've always loved to share things, and I tell people, women especially, like, you are a born network marketer. You don't think it, but you are, because we go get our nails done, we got to tell our girlfriends about the nail salon. We go get our hair done, we tell, oh, got to go see my hairdresser. I get massage, I tell everyone about my massage therapist. I mean, that's network marketing, just not getting paid on it, right? Unless they give you a little $10 off kickback, or maybe a free massage once in a while or something like that. But we're all network marketers if we care about other people and we just share what we're doing. And one of the other objections that I have is, or that I keep hearing is, oh, well, I don't, like, from trainers mostly, oh, I don't want my clients to think I'm trying to make money off them. Well, what are you doing training them? You're making money off of them. So how is this any different? It's just a different part of their health foundation, right? So those are some of the objections, and I think my first feeling of network marketing was scary. Like, I trusted Jenny, and because we've been friends for so long, and of course I'd seen what you've done with the company and what you were doing. But I was nervous about network marketing, and I was like, how is this going to affect my standing as an athlete and in the industry, but who cares, right? But that did kind of go through my mind at first, because it is just different. But sometimes difference is really good. And, and what I've seen now with all the statistics of the network marketing and the direct selling, or whatever you want to call it, You know, it is really cool to be able to go to the barn and ride my horse and talk to someone about their health goals. I don't know, that's pretty awesome to me. And go sit on the back of my husband's truck while he's fishing for a few minutes and talk to people about their health goals. To me, that's what living and working, how do they say it? Living to work, not working to live, or something like that. I got that backwards, I'm sure, but you guys.
I love it, Mo. Well, that's great stuff. And guys, here's one thing that I have asked. If you guys have questions, obviously we're here to serve you tonight. Please, yeah, go ahead and mute your line if you've not had a chance to, guys. If you're open there, but please go ahead and do me a favor. If you guys have questions for Monica, myself, and Ernest, we're going to continue to chat here for the next 10 minutes or so. But if you guys have specific questions for us, we want to answer those questions. Again, we've all been in your shoes. If you're a fitness professional and you're looking at this for the first time, maybe a little skeptical. I was skeptical. I'm guessing Ernest was certainly skeptical. Monica was too. My husband said no to my scam for about 6 months. So Ernest, let's fast forward. Present date. How's the challenge worked out for you?
You know what? I'm glad you asked, and I'll tell you, if you fitness professionals are on the line right now, I hope that you guys took a whole lot out of what, Monica Bryant just said, because I was sitting back listening, and I'm going to tell you guys, me, Monica, and Jenny Lynn, we are jaded. Okay. We've been a part of this company now for at least over a year and a half, all of us, and we're jaded, right? We look at other fitness professionals that don't do this. We look at them as almost less than smart. You know why? Because you know what? Our clients are going to go buy groceries, food, everywhere else. Everywhere else, they're going to go buy food. Why shouldn't you get paid off of it? The reason that Apple computers and the Apple company is so smart is because they sell people things that they don't need. They created selfie sticks. They created the whole iTunes where you have to buy your music from them. You got to buy your phone from them. They even started making TVs, so I don't know who 313 is, 984, whatever that number is. You're not muted. That's why we see your big phone on the screen. But that's the reason, guys, that they've created all of these different products to sell to the people in their network. If you're a trainer, sell them training. If you're a trainer, sell them your t-shirts. If you're a trainer, sell them the food that you eat, okay? Because you don't get paid from the Purdue Chicken Company. But now that that's been addressed, guys, let's talk about what can happen. Let's talk about what can happen when you do take on the challenge. Well, I took on the challenge, and you know what happened, guys? I've made over $1.8 million over the past 4 years being a part of this company. If you take that and average it out, I've averaged about $40,000 a month, right? $40,000 a month, since I've been a part of this company. I don't know any personal trainer, maybe Tony, whatever the guy that does, I don't know any personal trainers, guys, that make $40K a month, and I'm a trainer that one of the biggest things that I did was I bought my time back. And just like Monica said, I did not become a personal trainer because I wanted to get rich. I became a personal trainer because, it was something that I was passionate about, and I saw that I could earn a living off of it. Now, yes, I earned a really good living before Visalis, $10,000 a month. But you know what? My top month in this company was 104. How would you like to see $104,000 drop in your account? Guys, I was able to tithe $88,000 to my church. I was able to create a nonprofit organization where I pay other people's mortgages. This thing has been absolutely amazing. And you know what? I don't have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day. I still own my gym. I go to it from time to time. I work out at other gyms and I get an opportunity to meet people. But the biggest thing is, hopefully we all look like fitness professionals. Well, guess what? How many people walk up to you every day and ask you, man, what do you eat? How do you do that? How many of those random people do you get paid off of every day? Probably not many. Now you get an opportunity when somebody asks you, what do you eat? You get a chance to say the challenge. And when they jump on the challenge, you can get paid. Now, in turn, what it's going to do for your business, it's also going to help you get more clients. Because you know what? When people join the challenge, they're going to be encouraged to tell their friends about what they're doing, working out with you, eating on these products. What is it going to look like when your clients are starting to tell people, you need to come see my trainer because he's amazing and he has these amazing products? Well, guess what? You get more clients. So this can work twofold for you. It can give you a residual income, another stream of income, and it can also increase your bottom line with your personal training clients. And I'm trying to think of anything else that I want to say to you as a personal trainer. I've seen a couple of questions come in. Jenny, are you ready for us to answer questions yet?
Yeah, I was gonna ask Monica real quickly, and then we'll go to that in one quick second. Monica, if you can give me a 1-minute dissertation on how financially the challenge has helped your life, I'll give my quick 1 minute, and let's go to questions after that.
Cool. Yep. Well, working this business, some days full time, and some days 0 time. I can't say that I'm 100% full time, but I do have a lot of irons in the fire. Thankfully, I work with a great team there with Jenny and Scott and the crew, so a lot of help on that end. And you know, I've been able to make over $100,000. So it's I've been in the company now 2.5 years. So I'm pretty confident that that's going to increase. Besides that, the time freedom, I mean, there's nothing like that. I got to go to my goddaughter's graduation from 6th grade today, and I got to go there. I wasn't pressed for time. I got to go have lunch afterwards and enjoy her family and my dad, and she's adopted my parents. So I know this is maybe over a minute, and then I got to go drop off protein powder, the shake protein, to my pastor who's been on the challenge for almost a year now. So, and he ran out, so I had to take him some of mine before he got his another order in. But you know, I think, like Ernest said, time freedom is so important. And when you are working, that you're doing something that you really love. Like, I get to talk to people about what I like to talk to them about, and that's nutrition and health and what I'm learning. And right before I got on this Zoom, I got to speak to my old, I'm helping my old boss from 90s when I was a waitress, my manager. I'm helping him and his wife on their challenges. And like, I love that. That's not work to me. That's just caring. And it felt like, it just feels fun to be able to help people. So I know I went over a minute, but you know I always do.
Well, I would expect nothing less. All right, guys, so I'll be speedy. I'm going to make up Monica's time here. So I've been promoting the challenge now for about 6.5 years, as I told you. I put my family on the challenge. They lost roughly about 250 pounds on the challenge, which was enough belief for me to go, heck, I better get after the business side of what we do. I didn't need a real big physical transformation, but man, did I need a financial transformation. As we talked about briefly previously, there's not a great deal of income to be made in the fitness industry. And well, of the 98 people that are on the line, my guess is that a handful of you know this. So found myself in a bit of a quandary. You know, there's $50,000 of credit card debt, foreclosed property. Took this business model and ran with it, and within the first 9 months was able to earn a 6-figure income, which was a far cry from having to borrow money from my parents to pay my rent. So big plus there. Year 2, I got to retire my husband. Year 3, I got to pay off my parents' mortgage. To date, I have helped 39 people, Miss Brandt included, earn a 6-figure income promoting this challenge. So it's been a blessing. Number 1 best decision in my life. I'm thrilled to pieces to be able to be here today just to chat with you guys. And if you like what you hear, awesome. And if you're like, it's still not for me, that's okay too. But we do have a handful of questions here. And Ernest, I'm going to have you help me with running through these questions, as well as Monica.
I have one thing I wanted to say. I know you asked, and I don't want to go too deep into this, but you asked how it's benefited, you know, what the business has benefited. And you know, besides the financial piece, I am just so excited about what the team that I have been able to help bring in has done. I mean, just that team in Tennessee now that you and I are working with, what is it, over 400 pounds? Like, that's not, I would never have been able to reach these people. And that was what I wanted, as a vehicle to reach more people. And so when we join together and we work together, look at how much more we can do. Yes. 400 and something pounds just in that area of Tennessee that would not have been lost over this last few weeks had it not been for us, you know, pulling together and helping these people get started. And I love that. That's way more exciting than any dollar amount, because lives are being changed for, it could be generations, right?
Sure, of course. One of this is the young lady that she's talking about is she's also in the fitness industry. She's been a trainer for decades as well, and her team just in the past 10 weeks they're down I think 470 pounds. She's got one of her challengers is down 72 pounds in the past 10 weeks. So you know we're changing lives, right? We're helping people, and that's really what we're all, Ernest, Monica, myself, we're all really, really passionate about. So again, we're here to serve you guys tonight. Hopefully you take some value from this. And let's get to some questions we got over here. Let's see what we got.
Hey, I got the first question. I see the first question. All right, so the first question is, how do we use the protein to build? Well, I put on 17 pounds, and you probably can't see me right now because I'm actually in the chat box just reading the questions. How to use the protein to build? Top 3 tips. First thing is you got to take the products. And this question comes from Carrie Diehard. I don't know if you're already on the challenge or not. What I tell my clients to do when it comes to building lean muscle, I tell them to, eat breakfast, eat a healthy breakfast. We all know what a healthy breakfast is, a lean portion of meat, and most of the times when it's gaining muscle, it's a oatmeal, steel cut oatmeal. I'll either have them add the protein to their oatmeal, or I'll have them actually do a shake alongside their breakfast. All right, that's one of the biggest pro tips. And then I also have them do a shake in the evening time. Now, if you're looking to build muscle, I would tell you to consume 3 shakes a day. Do one with your breakfast, do one in the evening time post-workout or just as a snack, and then do one in the evening time, I like at nighttime, before you go to bed. I know we all talk about casein protein being a slow burn protein. Well, the good thing about our protein, it has a special property in it called aminogen. Okay, aminogen is a fast absorb. It causes the protein to be fastly absorbed into the body. The faster your body can absorb it, the faster your body can use it. The classic protein only has 12 grams of protein. That was a problem for me when I first got started. I thought that was enough for the ladies, but I train a lot of athletes. Now, the cool part about it only having 12 grams of protein is with that property called aminogen, the faster your body can use it, the faster you absorb it, the faster you can use it. But on the flip side of that, your body can only consume or digest a certain amount of protein in one setting anyway, depending upon your size, about 15 grams, to 20 grams of protein, depending upon your size. So 12 grams isn't bad. Now, the superfood, that is the vegan shake. The cool part about this company, we make adjustments. All of our products are diabetic friendly, gluten-free, lactose-free, and kosher certified. Back with the 90-day money-back results guarantee. So if you as a personal trainer, fitness professional, put your clients on the product, you can let them know over 3 million transformations have already been created. We became the #1 meal replacement shake in North America in 3 years. We just launched a vegan protein shake. So for you elitists out there, or for your clients that are elitists, now we have a six plant-based protein that you can put your clients on that actually has 17 grams of protein. It already has the omega-3 rich vitamins inside of the protein. So literally, when you look at cost per protein and taste, this plant-based protein tastes better than most plant-based proteins out there. Plus, it already has your aminos and the omegas inside of the protein powder, so you don't have to go out and in turn and buy other products. So that's 2 questions that I just answered. And Monica, I don't know if you're in the chat box, if you could grab 2 questions and go from there.
Okay, I haven't gone to look yet. I just wanted to make a comment. Everything that you said is obviously on track. I just know that with right now everyone's big on these probiotics and prebiotics, and just wanted to make note that our shake does have probiotics, and the new vegan shake has pro and pre. And pre is just basically the fuel that feeds the probiotics. So health gut has been huge right now in the industry, what I've been seeing, and I know a lot of people are concerned about that. Chats, let me see here.
Somebody had asked, I think Lori had asked, well, can you explain why Vi products are superior to other brands? And so when I was first introduced to the challenge, this was 6.5 years ago, we really just had the Vi Shake. We had the Vi Shake and our vitamin pack, right? And when I looked at the Vi Shake, And I had the same objection. A lot of you trainers, it was a soy, right? And my first objection was soy protein. I can't get behind that. You know, thanks, no thanks. And then Nick Sarnick, I think I said no to the poor co-founder of the company a couple times. And he said, let me put you on the phone with our scientists. You need to hear about this. And this is something a lot of you trainers might not even know. Our soy protein is a non-GMO soy protein. The isoflavones in our soy have been removed. So any of the negative attributes you've ever heard about soy are removed from our protein. So you get the heart health benefits of soy plus 2 of the top quality whey proteins. So 2 top quality whey proteins plus the heart benefits of your soy protein without any of the negative attributes. So that's one of the things that I was most inspired by when I was first introduced to that. And Ernest, anything else on that you've heard that you had anything to add to that?
Why buy products over other products? Well, here goes my honest answer. Remember, guys, I'm honest Abe when it comes to this. If I would have been approached with Herbalife, Advocare, any other company, I would honestly be talking about any of those companies right now. And this is the reason why. I am not a nutritionist. All I wanted to do was stop sending my clients to GNC and Vitamin Shop. Guys, this is a point blank, black and white type of decision. You know, if somebody was stealing $1,000 a month from you, why on the earth would you continue to allow them to do that? You know, and if it was Herbalife, Advocare, any other company out there, guys, I would be talking, if I would have saw my first client lose weight on that product, I would probably be a part of that company. I'm just glad that it was Visalis because, you know, with the company and their message, guys, we forgot to tell you, every time somebody loses 10 pounds, the company donates 90 meals to help fight childhood obesity. So they've created a cause around the community. They've created a cause around nutrition. I don't know if I have any CrossFitters on the line, but the best part about CrossFit is the community that they've created. That's the best part about CrossFit. They've created a community centered around exercise. And what we did, we took that same model and we created a community around nutrition. People don't get shouted out on Facebook for eating, you know, broccoli and spinach and salmon. But when you put your shake on Facebook or social media, people are like, man, you're going to crush your challenge. You can do it. We all know that it's hard enough to lose weight. It's even harder to do it by yourself. And when you've got over, you know, 50 promoters that are in your area or 50 people on social media that hit you with a good job every single time you post a shake or post a result, that's going to fuel your fire to keep you going. So that's why I love Visalis over any other company out there. I had a question, and I'm going to answer this, and I got another call, and I know we're going to get ready to cancel this here in a second. I had a question of how, Ernest, did you average 40K a month? Well, you know, I had a rocket ship run coming into the company. It took me 23 months to get to $100,000 a month. It took me 24 months to make $1 million. Okay, I had a rocket ship launch when I joined the business. Had no idea that was going to happen, but that's what's happened. And I've averaged about 40K a month. So if you look at, you know, you never know what's going to happen when you build this business. You know, somebody's going to take, when you sign up tonight, you never know who's going to jump into this business and absolutely crush it. It may not even be you. It may be a stay-at-home mom that joins this business, one of your clients that joins this business, and she goes out and makes $100,000 doing this because she absolutely falls in love with it. You may get involved with it tonight and introduce it to somebody who just totally takes this thing over to Europe, because right now we're in 15 countries. Right? We're in 15 countries right now with the global growth plan to be in 50 countries over the next 5 years. Guys, if I were to explain this to you in a layman's term, you know, if people don't get paid to brush their teeth, but if I was the CEO of Colgate and I said, you know what, I'm going to pay you $1,000 a month to use Colgate toothpaste, would you stop using the toothpaste that you already use and start promoting Colgate? Would it take you much time to promote Colgate? You already brushed your teeth. You already trust it. It keeps your breath fresh. It keeps your teeth white. You know, would you call all your friends and let them know, hey, I got Colgate toothpaste. You don't need to go to Kroger anymore and buy Colgate? I'm probably sure you would. Would you call some of them or all of them? Would you make a post on social media to let them know, hey, I got Colgate? Would you give them some samples? Would you invite them over to your house? You know, see, that's what we do. That's what we do, guys. And literally, now you got an opportunity not only to make that $1,000 a month. With this company, they're giving away equity. This is the reason why you want to join Vi, and this is the reason you want to join Vi now. We've got 7 more months, guys, to get equity in this company. If I was the CEO of Colgate, and I told you not only will you get paid off of selling Colgate or promoting Colgate, you're going to get an opportunity to gain equity in Colgate and get a percentage of every single bottle of toothpaste sold all over the world. Would that make you want to do it even more? Would that be a better opportunity? Well, that's what this company is doing. And by the end of 2016, guys, we're going to put we're going to help 2,000 families gain equity in this company and be a promoter-earned company. Because Jenny Lynn, myself, and Monica, we're all equity owners in the company. And this is a $2.4 billion company. That's massive, guys. And I don't know, and no disrespect to any of you personal trainers, healthcare professionals out there, but I don't believe you already have a $2.4 billion company. And if you don't, this gives you an opportunity to own part of that. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are excited. We're not trying to hype you up. We're just trying to give you facts. You don't get paid from GNC and Vitamin Shop. You don't get paid from Kroger, Walmart. And your clients are going to go buy product every single month from somewhere. Why can't they buy it from you? I hope you guys are ready to take on the challenge and join us and go out and help kids lose weight, help your clients get more results, because 80% of their results comes from their food and you can't eat for them. I hope that y'all can tell that the passion is coming out right now and that we are ready for you guys to join us on this mission of life, health, and prosperity. Appreciate you guys for joining us on this Zoom tonight. This is Jenny Lynn's Zoom, so I'm not going to close it, but she's probably ready. So I'm going to kick it back over to you, and let's do it.
All right. Well, thank you, Ernest. I appreciate that close. Amazing. Hope you guys got some information from this. We certainly hope that you join our mission. Please get with the person that invited you onto this Zoom. It is recorded. Leaders on the Line, I will get this recording out to you. Thank you so much for spending 43 minutes of your time with us. We had a great time. Hopefully you learned something from us. We love you all, and thank you so much. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye, guys.